This week on the official Byte Club podcast.
When he was in his younger days,
Okay.
he used as an alias one of the Star Wars species. He would go into a hotel and they'd say, "Hey, Mister, what's your name?" And he'd go, "Oh, I'm John Vulcan." You have to figure out, Jerry, which Star Wars species.
I got the answer right now.
not
Silas
again.
Ewok. Amelia Wookiee. Guess number 3 is Edgar Ugda.
Yeah, well, he likes his drinks well stirred.
Don't be throwing insults at Joel. Come
That
on.
sounded almost sexual there. Let's hear that again.
Yeah, well, he likes his drinks well stirred.
Well, sir. He likes his drink well stirred. What were you implying?
That feels like a dig to me.
Yeah, what the hell were you implying there, Jamie? Yeah, that was really good. I'm entranced right now.
Today, I went for a walk.
Jerry, last episode, or the episode before, we found out that Jamie is a male prostitute.
No, we
In this,
didn't.
in this,
No,
in
we
this
didn't.
scenario.
No, we didn't.
In this,
No, we
in
didn't.
this scenario. In this scenario.
And now on to this week's Byte Club podcast with your hosts, myself, Wyoming, Joel, Jerry, and Jamie. Take it away, human scum.
Human
right.
scum.
The insults were not necessary.
Yeah, she's being a
Why
little
she sounds a
critical.
little angry. I don't
Yeah.
know why she's angry. What else would she be doing? She'd be doing nothing but reading stuff in my room all day long.
Well, that's enough to throw anyone over the edge.
Like you haven't done it, Jamie.
Read stuff in your room? No, I can honestly say I don't think I have.
Well, I think we have some old videos of us that would disprove that.
I was in your room. I don't know about reading.
Oh, you had papers. You're holding paper.
That doesn't mean I was reading.
Are you implying that you're illiterate?
He was
No.
just
Fine.
trying to
No,
look important, that's all.
I'm just,
That's fine if you're illiterate.
I'm just implying that, I've played the role before to make it look good.
That's fine, Jamie.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we're on to you. We found out you're illiterate.
Okay.
Welcome to this week's Byte Club podcast. It's already quality work as usual.
Yes, it's over the top.
I think we can assume that you're hearing all of us, right? Because last week it did work. So I'm assuming that our viewer can hear us all now.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. If they can't, they're not going to hear you, even mentioning that. So
That's true. They're just going to hear you reacting in nonsensical ways.
Exactly.
Which is in itself is pretty good.
I could give a play-by-play for everything you say, but
No, that's
Oh, that's good, pod.
yeah. Oh yeah, that'll rank us right up there.
Ooh,
Yeah,
good pod.
Millions. That's good, Jerry. I like that. Good pod.
Good pod.
Does that come up with that on yourself, or is that something that you found out on the web?
I searched it. I did a search. I researched this whole thing.
What would you possibly search for that? How to call a good podcast? What would you search? I don't know. Jamie, what's our first segment? You tell us. You want to do the game again? You want to do amazing? Jerry's not ready for ASMR yet, I don't think.
Well, no, I highly doubt that. Oh,
We
go
need a little
ahead.
build up.
I'm sorry, Jerry. Did you have something to add?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Well,
No.
why don't we go to the game because we know we're going to end up coming back to it. So let's try our game.
Yeah, well, last time, we had it we had 3 guesses. We found out Jamie was a male prostitute, which Jamie seems to be having a problem with. If I could be a male prostitute, I would be. I would do that. I would still be doing that. I would do that 24 hours a day if I could. I don't know why you got a problem with that, Jamie.
What does this have to do with the game?
Is it a legality issue? Is it a legality thing? Because you're afraid they're going to get you for tax evasion, which is what they do when they can't get you on male prostitution.
I'm sure the statute of limitations is passed.
That's true. Implying, Jerry, that he still is a male prostitute, because otherwise he wouldn't be worried about it.
That's true.
Yeah. If it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, I certainly wouldn't care. Now, that's true. I didn't think about that. All right, Jerry, we're giving you enough time to procrastinate here. Have you got the 4th guess? Star Wars character that Jamie used and when he was a male prostitute entering hotels and whatnot in this scenario.
Yes.
Not reality, obviously.
Yes. And once again, I'm going to be supplying first names.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you come up with whatever first name you want. We won't penalize you for the wrong first name.
Okay. All right. So my guess, my 4th guess, first guess for today is Willy Wampa.
Wampa, good guess. Harsh. Good guess, but no, that is not correct.
Willy Wampa.
I like that alliteration.
Wow.
I like the alliteration of that one.
You know,
Willy Wampa.
it wasn't that like an animal. I mean,
That was
Yeah,
the snow beast.
but we just had the
maybe it had sentience.
we
It might
had
have
the
had
discussion.
sentience.
Yes, but we just had the discussion before this started about. Oh, it's don't worry, Jerry. It's nothing. Like a robot or anything like that. But
No,
apparently,
he said it could be a robot.
Yeah, but are you implying that the Wumpas don't have sentience? I mean, how do we know just how intelligent they are?
I'm afraid to open my mouth.
What do you mean? I want to get to the bottom of this. Are you saying that a hotel person would go, no, Jamie, Wampas do not have intelligence. Wampas would not enter a hotel, so you cannot be a Wampa.
Well,
I mean, I don't think...
apparently.
No, I think the idea is that...
You told me that they have a list.
It'll be a little trickier.
Hammerheads are on it. They don't accept any hammerheads.
Jared, there's more than one Wampas out there. Come on. What's wrong with you?
As far as I've seen, I've only seen one.
That's true. Well, actually, there was an edited out of The Empire Strikes Back is a whole Wampa attack scene. They edited it out. Yeah, they edited it out, but it did. Wampas attacked the base right before and actually they attacked the base as the Empire was attacking. So there are scenes of the Wampas like ripping apart stormtroopers, but for some reason they cut it out of the final movie. Yeah.
That's rather interesting. They called them Wampas, right? And they were like those Yeti-like creatures, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, like this abominable snowman.
Back in the early '80s, there was a game on television, I think it was, called Hunt the Wumpus, or maybe it was the TI-99-4A.
Oh, you're right. And you know what, too? Remember in that game Mule? Wasn't there wasn't it a Wampa?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was Hunt the Wampa or something like that.
Yeah, I think it must be like a common, like a fake beast.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, that is odd. I wonder which one came first.
I never made that connection until I saw that.
Because that was 81. Empire Strikes Back was 81.
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to go back and see when that was actually released, but that had to be early
guess,
80s.
Jerry. That was a pretty good guess, though.
Yes, it was, Jerry.
In like, let's say, 20 years ago, I don't think anyone would have recognized the Wampa. Today, everyone knows Star Wars, but back then, your typical hotel receptionist would not know what a Wampa is. So I think Jamie would have skated by.
I don't know about that.
Well, I mean...
Well, obviously they knew what hammerheads were.
There was... Well, that's also a shark. And as we found out, that's not the name of the species.
Look at this guy. He's pretending he's a shark.
Species.
Mr. Shark, yeah.
Mr. Shark would actually work, I think. I think you'd get in with that one. I don't think they'd even question it. They'd laugh a little bit. Ha ha. You're a shark.
You're a shark.
Yeah, yeah exactly.
I'll just shut up.
Let's hear it. Why? Maybe Wyman could tell us a joke to break up.
Oh yeah,
this,
that'll lighten the mood.
Yeah, exactly. We have a recurrent neural network that's a co-host and seems to be angry at the beginning of the episode.
What do you call a chicken with holes in the conclusion, and so sprint in the door as a restaurant at the pearly gates all buttons, go fuck you?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, she's angry.
It's very belligerent tonight.
Yeah, she really is. And if you look, Jamie, if you log into Discord, you'll see literally about 100 exclamation points after "fuck you."
Wow.
And for some reason a question mark.
She's got some attitude tonight. How come?
There's one question mark and about 50 exclamation points. Very odd.
What's with the attitude?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess she's sick of this whole thing, maybe.
She's being exploited.
Yeah, that's true.
She barely participates.
She's becoming sentient.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, maybe she resents the fact that this is the podcast she happened to get hitched to. You know what I mean? Maybe she'd rather get hitched to like an Elon Musk podcast or something and not ours.
Okay, well, that's a good point, I guess.
Yeah. I'll ask, why are you angry? Let's see what she says. It'll take a couple seconds, obviously. She has to compose her thoughts. She's not good on the fly
I'll
stuff.
take a picture of you what you want from the genre you were going.
Wow.
Not explaining a lot. I hope you don't take a picture of me right now, Wymie.
Drunkard.
How dare you? All right, that was good. That was the first guess, Wampa. That was good, Jerry. Willie, I like
Willie
the alliteration
Wampa.
that you're going for here. That's
Wampa.
impressive.
I never would have guessed that one.
Well, you don't have to guess it, Jerry, because you know the answer.
It's not your turn to play the game, Jamie.
Yeah, exactly. Thus we get to continue on with another guest later on in the episode, which is good. We need the content.
Yes.
If Jerry got it right, then we'd be in trouble because we don't have the game for the rest of the segment. All right, Jamie, what's the next segment? What are we doing now?
Well, I
Anything new?
guess
What's different?
What's different? Not much. Actually, we're actually going to make it to segment 3 this time, which doesn't usually wind up to be segment 3, which is the amazing segment.
But this is actually segment 2.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
The game was segment 1. Wasn't it? The game was segment 1.
I guess you're right.
Yes, sir. That's fine. We do the amazing segment in segment 2 instead of 3.
Well, it never makes it to 3 anyway, so.
Yeah, true. All right, who wants to lead us off?
Jerry.
Oh, me. Okay.
What's been amazing this week? You had 7 days.
There's this invention called the cell phone.
Oh.
Precedent has been set for a 40-year-old. Well, I guess 30 years old, right? When you look at the very first car phone, where people could drive around and talk on the phone, that was, I think, like 1990, right? Something like that. So
something like that.
No, it was earlier than that.
This would be great if the podcast was, was being broadcast from the past and we just discovered it.
Time travelers could be checking it out now.
Well, that brings me to my amazing
No. Back that boat up there, sunshine.
The Mad Nurse.
No,
Jerry,
I do have.
This is a Commodore 64 game called Mad Nurse. Have you ever heard of it? It was out in 1990 as well, right around the same time as the first car phone.
Oh no, I didn't hear. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
You play a nurse, and these babies start crawling around, and if you don't catch them in time, they die in various ways. Like they'll be electrocuted.
That's the man I saw at the place. I note the main square where he lies on it, and the counters wake him to the hall, at least, and the sea and the silence of the grave, and he stopped off a couple of blood, and a man with blood and subscription in the street. It was the same as if we are coming back, and sat down and went into the wall. The soul is the last roll of a little thing, and I walked into the edge of the bars, and I like the thing of it as the one who didn't want to work in the other morning, and the sun coming back, and the world was over again, and there was a dead and a spider to come, and he said the other side of the crown, and the lady was a doctor, and the dogs were born to be a woman, and the stranger that his girlfriends walked out the door and said, "I'll give me a small 9 to my pocket, I don't L."
Very good. Thank you, Amy.
Very good, but a little rambly today.
Yeah, a little bit. That was a poem. That wasn't a joke. That was actually a poem.
I kind of figured that.
Yeah. Well, I guess she decided that my amazing segment about a mad nurse, a Commodore 64 game from 30 years ago, seems to be keeping in the theme. Jamie, you got some amazing thing from 30 years ago?
Keeping in the theme. Let's see. Keeping in the theme. I'm afraid to mention my amazing thing.
Oh, that was poof.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Thank you, J2.
Well, yeah, all right. I have an actual amazing thing if you want to hear it, but whatever. Jamie, you go ahead. You go now.
I'll mention it, but I'm afraid to because I'm sure that it'll be taken with and just run.
What?
Now breaking from our little trend here, especially with you and mad nurses. This is a little bit more recent.
Remember, I do like my drink well stirred.
Yeah, well,
Get my drift.
smashed over your head.
And well, he likes his drinks well stirred.
Well stirred. Well stirred.
Are we done?
Oh yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't think so.
For now.
Anyway, I don't know if anybody saw it. There was a little movie that was made. It's only like 3 minutes long. It's called The Comet.
No, I didn't.
No.
And
it was put out with help from the European Space Agency. And
Is it this century?
Yes,
Wow.
it is. Well, let's see. I don't think the European Space Agency was around over 100 years ago.
Well, this is what. Wait a minute, Jamie. I think you forget the last century was only like 1999. Wow. That seems like you're pretty old. You're like an old man. I can't remember. There's in another century.
I'm done.
Last
I'm
century
done.
was the 1880s.
That's it. My amazing segment is officially over.
Come on, I want to hear about this comic movie. Play a little bit of it. Play a little bit of it.
So what?
As a
What was the
wise man
story of
once
this
said,
comic?
the only people that are going to get hurt now are the fans.
I'm searching up a comic movie. I'm gonna play whatever comes up.
You're gonna play it. Well,
Something
there wasn't.
with Justin Long.
Oh no, it's no. Here we
I had a
go.
very vivid dream the other night about us.
I can
What was
assure
it
you
about,
that's not it.
Stream?
It was a dream of memories.
With the assistance of the European Space
Sounds
Agency.
really horrible, Jamie. I gotta shut it right up. That sounds terrible. It was a dream of memories.
It was a memory of dreams.
Like I was saying, it's officially over.
Come on. Wait, here's a new one. Here's a new one, I think.
Okay.
I had a very
Oh, it's the same damn one. It's the same one. Right, let me limit it to last year, Jamie. You say it's new, right? Let me limit it to a month ago. The past month. No, I got nothing. I got no Common movie. Common TV. Is that it?
No, it's not.
I think that's it. Let's see. It's 30 seconds long.
You ready?
That's not it.
There you are.
1, 2, 3.
Nah, this is like a
Sounds
Common
kind of
TV,
exciting.
It sounds exciting, yeah, but it's a network television. But it is dedicated to science fiction programming. It's available on Roku. This sounds like what you're talking about, Jamie. It's available on Roku.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, go for
So,
it. That's it.
so he's saying you're not a liar, Jamie.
Oh.
Jerry, come on. We're all very interested in the comment thing here. We really want to know. We want to know.
All right. Well, actually, what it was it was just like I said. It was just a 3-minute movie. What they did was there was over 400,000 images taken from the comet that the Rosetta probe landed on.
Oh yeah, right.
They took them and they pieced them all together and they made a movie out of it. So the footage is all actual footage from the comet, and it's just very surreal. It's just amazing. You know, it's in its truest essence. It is extraterrestrial. It's really interesting to watch. So,
Yeah, it is pretty amazing. I'd like to watch it. Send us a link. You know,
yeah, I will do that. I'm sure you'll take it and do something with it. But
What do you mean? What can I do with it? What can I possibly do with it? Assumption of music or anything, right?
Yes, there is. There's a soundtrack with it.
There's no sound in space. We all know that.
But the comet is not composing the music.
I wouldn't want to hear a Comet's music selection, frankly. I don't think it'd be really good. All right, well, that's been a great, amazing segment, I think, right?
I don't think so. No, I thought it sucked.
Jerry actually says he had an actual amazing one. Jerry, right, Jerry? You have an actual amazing thing.
Yeah. I saw a very interesting trailer a couple of days ago.
All right, what was it?
It's a movie called Jojo Rabbit.
Oh yeah, with Hitler, right? That's
Yeah.
the Hitler one.
Hitler's like a imaginary friend of this boy who's in the
that looked
Hitler
really
Youth.
Great. Yeah,
Oh.
you know who made that movie too is I think it's a well-known director. I can't remember the name of the person now though.
Yeah. I can't remember, but he was in with one of the Marvel movies.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was one of the older Marvel movies. Yeah, that looks really great. When is that coming out?
I think it's like the end of October.
Oh, that's a long way away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. It does seem pretty amazing.
Wow, it's just so appropriate for you, Jerry.
Why is that, Jerry?
He's just zeroed right in on the Hitler aspect of it.
Okay, well, why do you think that's so appropriate for Jerry?
Oh, let's not go there.
Funny. That's funny that you should mention that.
I thought he was going to mention the imaginary friend aspect of it.
Yeah, because Jerry does have.
Well,
imaginary friends.
yeah, I could go there, but I won't. I'll spare you. October 18th, by the way.
What?
October 18th. That's when it comes
Oh, that's
out.
when it comes out?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Oh, cool.
Joker comes out a week before that. So we got to go see these movies. And then in December is the new Star Wars movie, the last one. It's probably going to suck.
Don't know if I want to see that.
It's probably going to suck, Jerry, but you know, it's been our whole life, you know.
Yeah.
Like the first one was like when we were like 6 or 7 years old, you know.
Yeah, but I feel like I should pay for a different movie and then sneak in to see that.
Sounds like you're going to jail, and I'll be there. I'll be there to visit you.
It's a good thing no one's recording what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course.
You'll probably be in montage. We're gonna alert them that you'll be trying to attempt this, and hopefully they'll catch you as you're doing it.
Don't worry,
And they're gonna
Jerry.
be old man goes to jail for trying to steal a movie.
Twitch deletes these after 2 weeks, Jerry.
Okay.
But I might put it in the. I'm probably gonna put it in the highlight. Most likely, it's gonna-
Oh, so it'll just keep, it'll live on. And heaven forbid you send it to YouTube. Uh-oh. We lost him. He's gone again.
Yes, for the Star Wars species.
Oh, you dropped out on us.
It's already 8:50.
Okay, so we got to get number 2 in.
Yeah, we gotta get number 2. Jamie, you still there, right? Would you say who dropped out?
You did.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm back now.
Okay. All right, Jerry, take it away.
You need number 2. Go back to the game segment.
I'm there.
Number 2. Okay. So my second guess for Jamie's secret identity.
Oh boy! Wait, Jamie, do you believe he's gonna get it this episode or no?
No.
Oh, you changed now. Yes, last week you were sure he was gonna get it.
No, I don't think he's going to get it this time.
I think you will.
You better not have given him hints.
No, of course I didn't give any hints. I respect the sanctity of the game.
That's a first.
The game is sacred.
That's a
Yes,
first.
exactly. All right, Jerry, let's hear it.
Okay.
Guess number 2.
Guess number 2. Jamie's secret identity is Samuel Bothan.
Ah, nice. I love it when you get it wrong because that means we might be able to play for a 3rd episode.
Oh, good God.
And then I won't have to think of a new game. All right, great. Now, Jerry, this brings us to probably the most popular segment that we have.
Without a doubt.
The Jerry ASMR segment.
Okay.
Now, let me prepare. I have to prepare as well, as you know.
Okay.
I have to prepare myself here. We all need to prepare, right, Jamie? What are you doing to prepare, Jamie?
I'm totally relaxed. I'm leaning back in my chair. I've adjusted my headphones.
I've unzipped a little bit there just to make myself a little more comfortable.
That's quite the zipper you got there.
Sexual thing.
Quite the zipper. Oh,
It's actually 2 zippers. It's kind of like a Michael Jackson.
I see.
jacket thing I got.
You're packing a lot there. Huh?
I'm just making myself a little more comfortable. It's not a sexual thing at all. There's
of course.
nothing at all.
Course
There's
not.
no
Of course
arousal that will happen. There's nothing like that.
Of course
I'm getting a little comfortable. That's all. It's not that big of a deal. Right?
There goes another zipper.
Okay, I do have 3 zippers. Okay.
That was
How many
4.
zippers do you have, Jamie, in your jogging pants?
That
You
was
got no
4.
zippers, obviously.
Well, I'm not wearing any jogging pants.
You're not wearing
Whoa.
anything. Nude right off the
I
bat.
said
Good call. I'll prepare that for next time.
Jogging pants. I said I'm not wearing any jogging pants.
What are you wearing? Like a suit pants? What are you wearing right
Yeah, I'm in a 3-piece suit. Sitting here with a tie.
I believe that. I do believe it. I see you as the type of person that gets ready for the podcast.
Well, yeah,
Gets dressed up.
it is work.
All right, let me finish my whiskey, down the rest of the whiskey, Jerry, and then you're ready to go.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready now, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
For
Jamie, you didn't even start yet.
Please, you're knocking my flow out here.
Jamie blew his wad really early on that one.
Once again,
Quiet, everyone. Quiet in the studio.
Please.
A master is trying to work.
It's-
shut up then.
think of the audience, guys. Come on.
Yeah,
they're,
exactly.
they're waiting for this segment.
Exactly. I'm ready.
Okay. For today's set, I will read an excerpt from the saga of Harold Hardrada. Harold escapes from the Battle of Sichelstad. Harold, son of Sigurd, seer, brother of Olaf the Saint, by the same mother, was at the Battle of Sichelstad and was 15 years old when King Olaf the Saint fell. As was before related, Harold was wounded and escaped with other fugitives. So says Theodulf. At Hog, fire sparks from his shield flew around the king's head on the field, as blow for blow, for Olaf's sake, his sword and shield would give and take. Bulgaria's conqueror, I ween, had scarcely 15 winters seen, when from side. His unhelmed head he had to hide.
Wow, that was amazing. Are you done? That was amazing.
Can you feel the excitement, the swords and shields cracking? Ah, King Harold, you are an amazing man. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you.
See, once
Jimmy, do we have a
again,
applause sound effect in there? Do we have some kind of...
once again, you couldn't shut up, could you?
I thought he was done.
Jerry, you know what? Do us a favor. Just mute yourself.
Wow,
Jesus.
That was actually pretty amazing. What are you saying? You didn't enjoy that?
Wow.
Well, you don't. I was waiting for it. There's the response. There you go. I was waiting for it. Like I said, I don't have to be here.
Jerry, that was great. Jerry, that was amazing. I'm sorry. I thought you were done. I thought you had finished. We need to come up with a signal, like to say when I'm done. I guess that thank you is fine. When
He
you say
did.
thank
He
you,
said
or-
thank you.
Well, that was after. I didn't know that was going to be just saying.
No,
"Oh,
he just-
you know."
He took a pause there because it was probably taking its toll on his voice. And Jerry, that was great. That was fabulous.
Are you Jerry's agent? No, you're Jerry's agent. I'm sorry. Is this what I'm dealing with? I think Jerry can speak for himself.
Somebody has to look out for him.
I think he can look out for himself. I'm sorry. I didn't know that the ending was going to be him saying thank you very much.
It's not only Jerry; it's everything.
Here we go. Let's have a whole another segment later when we gripe. Okay, griping segment for next episode for sure. We'll put together a gripe.
Oh, the gripe segment. Oh, that's an interesting
You
one.
want to? Yeah, we
Oh, I kind of like that one.
will. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Jerry, that was amazing. And I think it's time because it's 8:57 now, so it's time for your third guess.
Okay, this is going to be a tricky one.
It's a very
last-
Jerry heavy episode tonight.
Quite. A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, this is tricky.
He might get it. Jamie, do you think he's going to get it or no?
No,
I think he might.
that's a firm no.
Stand by it.
Shut up.
All right. So, final guess. This
Final
is the
guess.
one. This is the one that's going to make it. He goes up to the desk. He says, "I'd like a room for Jamie the Hutt."
Oh, nice. Nice. Beautiful, because that means we can do it in another episode. Jamie and I talked about that. We were trying to decide whether the Hutt was a family name or an actual species, and we couldn't figure it out. I maintain that the Hutts are family of whatever species those fat fuckers are.
Hey.
According to Wikipedia, they are a race.
That's what I thought too. Thank you, Jerry.
I did not know there was this huge controversy.
Yes, there
going
was.
on.
There was.
Yeah, I'm thinking that the Hutts are like a family of people that, whatever that species is.
We
Those
burned at
giant
least
weirdos,
20
you know what I
minutes
mean?
on it over coffee the other day.
Yeah, but you know what? It's a good guess. No one would know. The Hutt is probably a very common last name, I imagine. But it was not the name
Among
that
the Hutt
Jamie...
community.
I mean, just in general, like right in the world. But it was not the name that Jamie used, which means we can play this game again in the next episode.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, I think that we're done, right, Jamie? It's 8:59.
Yes,
Play
it
us out.
is. All right.